In this diagram, which is mentioned in your NCERT book in the chapter Organisms and Population, what we will see that here it is the mean annual temperature, the basic temperature which goes in that particular area from minimum to the maximum range. Then it is mean annual precipitation. Mean annual precipitation means basically what is the amount of the rainfall which that particular surface area encounters. That scale is mentioned there. How do the mean annual precipitation is mentioned measured? So for that, suppose one of the particular area is taken, like you have kept any vessel there, and you will just check out how much rainfall occurs in that particular area in a particular time interval. Then it is measured, and what would be the length of that rainfall which has occurred in that particular area in that particular interval of time. That is called, referred here as a mean annual precipitation, and it is measured in centimeter ki how many centimeter rainfall has occurred. It is measured in degree Celsius ki in degree Celsius what temperature range has fluctuated or it has occurred. There are major biomes which are being divided on our planet Earth on the basis of the temperature they have, on the basis of vegetation they have, on the basis of annual precipitation or rainfall they face. On that basis, it has been categorized into various biomes. These biomes you all can see NCERT book में देखिएगा. Then first it is mentioned there desert. You all are familiar with the desert area. In desert area, minimum temperature could be around 5 degrees Celsius to the maximum between the 20 to 25. Then temperature, and what is the rainfall there? Rainfall is below 50 centimeter generally. It is mean, normal. You need not to think in desert area temperature exceeds also. It is mean. Average value is taken out. Okay, what is the fluctuation in the temperature throughout the year? Then average value of that is taken out, and that is mentioned there. So that you have to consider. Next one is the grassland area. You know what is the grassland area, like savanna grasslands are there. In that grassland area, temperature moves or fluctuates from around 2 degrees Celsius to 26 to 27 degrees Celsius, or you can say in between 0 to 5 degrees Celsius to in between 25 to 27 degrees Celsius. It fluctuates in terms of temperature. In your book you can see the diagram. And if we come to the rainfall, it is around 50 to 100 के बीच में आपका इसका precipitation होगा rainfall का. Then it is temperate forest. Temperate forest, in the temperate forest, temperature fluctuates between 8 to 26, 28 around. We can see medium value we are taking, and in short you can see it is in between the this 10 to 15 to 20 to 25. This temperature ranges, and if we are going to the rainfall, it is around 150 to 200 के बीच में इसका precipitation आ रहा है. That much rainfall is occurring there. Followed by after temperate, it is tropical forest. Tropical means those forests which generally tropical rainforest you must have heard about. Tropical forests generally they do not face any dry season. Generally they have enough water there in the form of rainfall. So tropical forests are there. In tropical forest, temperature is between 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, and rainfall you can see it is between 150 to 200. That means around 180. You can say approx value, but around this much. Precipitation till it is 400 के आसपास centimeter. This much rainfall it receives. A bit data may fluctuate, but approximately this much is there. And last one which is mentioned, that is the Arctic and Alpine tundra, which is that frozen area or those areas which are covered with the ice. In that area, temperature may go below minus 10 degrees Celsius. That temperature can also go, and rainfall is around more than 100 centimeter precipitation occurs in that area. Now what is there important in your exam? In exam generally it can be asked what are the major biomes of our earth: desert, grassland, tropical forest, temperate forest, coniferous forest, Arctic and Alpine tundra. Second question which can be asked in this, that is on what basis these biomes are being divided. So on the basis of vegetation, on the basis of average temperature, on the basis of average rainfall which they face, on the basis of their location, these are being categorized into these biomes. Third, which can be asked, draw the major biomes पूरा graph. Generally I haven't seen that question is being asked, but directly to draw the diagram. But if it is asked, yeah, it might have asked, आप एक बार देख लीजिएगा. I haven't seen means it doesn't mean कि पूछा नहीं गया, एक बार आप देख लीजिएगा. So it can be asked this diagram to draw. But the question which I have seen and which is asked recently in the exam, that this diagram is made, its name was missing. You have to fill the name ki what is it representing, what is this representing, what is this, what are these representing. And then it might be possible that the scale is missing. You have to fill this as scale, or you have to make this scale. In the same way, this scale might be missing, that you have to make or fill. So this thing should be learned thoroughly and properly to you all. Here we have just seen that biotic and abiotic factors are governing the organism's survival in a particular area. Like if I'm just taking the example of desert area. So in desert area we know that which animal is known as sheep of desert, who can walk properly in the desert, others cannot. Camel, you all will say. Then in desert, which kind of plants are generally found, because in desert area most of the time suffers from the scarcity of water. So desert area is having obviously xerophytic plant, that means those plants which can survive in the scarcity of water also. So on that basis, organism has made its body that it can survive in that area. That means organism is living. The things which are around that organism, that are non-living, that means this is biotic, and the things which are around that organism, these are abiotic. Abiotic factor is governing the biotic factor, how to survive, yeah, how to make modification in the body. In the same way, other living organisms are also modifying itself with reference to the other living organisms. Like prey is there, predator is there, then prey is trying to hide itself through camouflage. Predator is trying to hide itself through camouflage कि prey आए और वो उसको perceive ना कर पाए, और camouflage से prey के ऊपर predator attack कर सके. So all these things, like in reptiles we can see there which are found in the desert area. Same is with the Arctic, grassland, tropical, temperate animals or the organism which are found in that area. Plus they have adapted itself to the abiotic factors present around them. Apart from that, interaction between the host and pathogen and other factors are also there, which are modifying the organism and population's evolution or its survival in the particular area.